Sometimes I purposefully drink something to get full so that I can't physically keep eating.
I drink 8 ounces of water and wait 10 minutes before I allow myself to eat. And a lot of times I forget about it. So it's a very simple solution. Hot water works best. I don't always drink hot water because I don't really like to. But hot water does work best in this scenario. So try that. Try drinking 8 ounces of hot water before you actually eat anything and wait 10 minutes. And during that 10 minutes, find something to do with your hands. I find if I keep my hands busy, reading, maybe doing some project I need to do, I don't know, just something, petting the dogs, spending time with them, something, anything to keep me distracted. Go outside, sit in the yard for a bit, just try to think of something else. And if I can get that to happen after drinking the water, it usually will work.
I eat when I'm not hungry under 2 circumstances. One is when I'm bored, and the solution for that is to get involved in something else other than thinking about eating. That's not easy to do when your mind gets going in one direction to turn it around and rein it in. But I find just moving helps, whether it be housework or walking or dancing or some formal exercise activity. The good feeling that I get from moving helps push me into a better place than just wanting food that I don't need, that I'm not hungry for.
I use coffee to suppress my appetite, and it works very well. No sugar. I use artificial sweetener, and tastes sweet, whatever, but I don't have the sugars going up and then crashing back down. Just doesn't happen. It works for me, and it can work for you, but you have to believe it. It only takes 21 days to change a behavior or to regulate your system. Sometimes less. 21 days is like, whatever. But so first got to tell yourself that you can, and you're going to take care of this. And those first couple no's are the hardest. No, I'm not going to eat this. No, I'm not going to do this. No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm going to ignore this hunger. Those first couple no's, once you get them under your belt and you realize, hey, you know what? I didn't eat, and I'm fine. And now I'm not hungry because I allow my body to regulate itself.
One solution I'm going to provide for you, because willpower isn't always going to work. Willpower only lasts so long. The conscious mind is like a tube. After you stick 7, 8, 9 bits of information in there, it starts pouring out the other side. And you forget that was your intent, to be on a diet. 2 weeks after New Year's, you forgot that resolution. So my solution for you, or my suggestion for you, is find a good, certified hypnotist in your area. Go see him, and you might be surprised. Now, I know that that's the last step anyone takes. You go to the psychiatrist, psychologist, you go on to the social workers, you go through the everything, chiropractors, reflexologists, acupuncturists, witch doctor even. And then, why don't we try the hypnotist? You might be surprised, Cati. And it might just help you replace it, you see, because you have an anchor in your subconscious that kind of tells you subconsciously that you're going to appease those feelings of insecurity by putting something in your mouth. No. Now, you cannot get rid of it. It's like a software program. If you have a software program that dictates that pressing this key and that key is going to give you a certain result, that's all that's going to happen every time you press those 2 keys until you uninstall that program and replace it with another Once you replace that program every time you press X and Y keys, you're going to get now a different result based on the program. So, the same thing with the mind. You have to replace that anchor, that idea that you get satisfaction or security from putting something in your mouth. And a hypnotist can do that. He can replace it with maybe water. It would be a good thing. Every time you get that feeling, you drink some water. And that's the idea of replacing certain suggestions in the subconscious mind.
Am I really hungry? Okay, maybe I'm not. I drink a glass of water. Okay, then, focus on like lunch ideas just to see, what to have, when I do get hungry. Maybe I have to prepare it now. Maybe it's just going to be a simple salad or sandwich or something. But don't eat it right away. You got to make sure you're actually hungry, because a lot of times our cues of hunger are disconnected with our brain now. So we think we might be hungry, but we're not actually hungry, or we think we are hungry when we're not. It can get very confusing. So that's why I think the mindset, is the starting point to everything.
Back when I was younger, wild and bold and free, I can still remember how the music used to be.